I welcome you all for this lecture series on artificial intelligence and machine learning. In this lecture, we will explore the fascinating world of AI agents, which are intelligent systems designed to perceive, reason, and act autonomously within their environments. AI agents are at the core of many cutting edge technologies, from self driving cars to virtual assistants, and understanding how they work is essential for anyone interested in artificial intelligence. We will cover the fundamental components, types, and applications of AI agents as well as the challenges involved in building systems that can think and act intelligently. By the end of the session, you will have a solid understanding of what AI agents are and how they are shaping the future of technology. First, we'll see the definition of AI agents. An AI agent is an entity that perceives its environment through sensors and acts upon it using actuators to achieve specific goals. This we have seen it in the previous lecture. The agent continuously interacts with environments, collecting data through sensors, processing that information, and taking actions based on predefined rules and learned experiences. The goal of the agent is to optimize its actions to achieve a specific objective, whether it's navigating a space, solving a problem, or responding to changing conditions. There are different types of agents. The AI agents can be classified based on their complexity and ability to make decisions. The categories are simple reflex agents, model based reflex agent, goal based agents, utility based agents, and learning agents. We'll see one by one. First, we'll see the simple reflex agent. And this a simple reflex agents react only to the current percept, which is the immediate information they receive from their environment. They make decisions based solely on their current input, ignoring any history or past experiences. This means their actions are always tied to the present moment without considering previous traits or patterns. It will not consider the previous traits or patterns. As a result, they provide fast, direct responses to the environment stimuli. And the characteristics of simple reflex agents are the agents operate using condition action rules. That means if then, which are simple if then statements that guide their behavior. For example, a rule might be if. So, if you are taking the vacuum cleaner example, if the room is dirty, then clean, prompting the agent to act when it detects dirt. They do not retain any memory of previous interactions, which limits their decision making to the current state. This rule based approach ensures that actions are predictable and straightforward. And the next characteristics is no memory of past states. A key characteristics of simple reflex agent is their lack of memory. They do not store information about past actions or perceptions, meaning each decision is made independently. This absence of memory prevents the agent from learning or adopt. Their responses are always the same events. And for simple, predictable environment, these agents are ideal for simple and predictable environments where conditions do not change rapidly. Since they act based on the current percepts, they perform well in static settings with a limited complexity. For example, a vacuum cleaner that follows basic rules to clean a room is a good fit for this type of agent. They excel in environments where the rules are consistent and task is straightforward. And it has got some advantages and disadvantages also. First, we'll see the advantages. Simple reflex agents are fast and easy to implement, making them efficient for basic tasks. They require minimal computational resources since they do not need to process complex data or store fast information. Their speed and simplicity make them well suited for tasks that demand quick responses, such as automation in controlled environments. This makes them highly effective for routine or repetitive tasks. And the disadvantages are The main disadvantage is that simple reflex agents cannot handle complex or dynamic environments. Since they rely solely on the current percept, they are unable to adapt to change or plan for further events. This limits their ability to deal with uncertainty or evolving conditions, making them unsuitable for tasks that require flexibility, learning, or long term strategy. The next type is the model-based reflex agents. These model-based reflex agents maintain an internal state that helps them track changes in the environment over time. This internal state allows the agent to remember past actions and percepts, enabling it to make decisions based on both current and historical information. The agent updates its internal state whenever new percepts are received or actions are taken. This helps the agent react more effectively in environments where not all information is immediately available. And some of the characteristics of model based reflex agents are these agents use a model based model of the world to handle environments that are only partially observable. The model allows them to make informed decisions despite missing information about current state. And by updating their internal state based on new percepts and actions, they can better predict the outcomes of their decisions. This approach helps them work in more complex environment where full visibility is not possible. And the advantages are model based reflex agents are more adaptable than simple reflex agents because they can consider past actions and states when making decisions. This enables them to handle situations where the environment changes over time or where current conditions alone are not enough to determine the best courses of action. Their ability to update and maintain an internal state allows them to make more informed and flexible decisions. And the disadvantages are the main disadvantage of model based reflex agent is that their performance is limited by the accuracy of internal model. If the model does not accurately reflect the true state of the environment, the agent's decision may be suboptimal. This is the one disadvantage of this model agent. Additionally, maintaining and updating the internal model can be computationally expensive, especially in dynamic or complex environments. Next type of agent is the goal-based agent. This goal based agent take actions with the intention of achieving specific goals. They evaluate potential future actions and plan accordingly to ensure their objectives are met. By considering the consequences of their actions, they aim to choose the best path toward fulfilling their goals. And the characteristics of goal based agents are these agents evaluate actions based on how well they contribute to achieving a defined goal. They focus on selecting the most effective actions to move closer to their desired outcome. And goal based agents use planning and reasoning to ensure that their decisions align with long term objectives. And the advantages of the goal based agents are it is flexible and capable of handling complex tasks as they can plan and adopt their behavior to achieve specific goals. They can adjust their actions based on environment and changing conditions, making them suitable for dynamic and multifaceted problems. Their ability to plan allows them to tackle more challenging tasks than simpler agents. And the disadvantages, the main disadvantage of goal based agent is that evaluating actions based on goals can be computationally expensive. The need for research and planning algorithms require significant processing power, especially when dealing with large state spaces or complex goals. This can slow down the decision making, and limit their efficiency in real time applications. Next type is the utility based agents. Utility based agents choose actions based on the utility function, which quantifies the performance and the desirability of different states. The agent evaluates potential action by how much they increase its overall utility. By selecting the action that maximizes its utility, the agent ensures that it achieves the most favorable outcome according to its defined criteria. And the characteristics of the utility-based agents or utility-based agents aim and maximize overall happiness or satisfaction as represented by utility function. They assess the trade-offs between different actions, considering how each choice impact the agent's utility. This approach allows them to make decisions that balance multiple objectives and preferences rather than focusing on a single goal. Advantages. Utility-based agents can handle scenarios with conflicting goals by prioritizing actions that maximize utility even when different goals may be at odds. This flexibility allows them to navigate complex decision making situations. Additionally, the utility function provides a clear measure of success, helping the agent evaluate and compare different outcomes based on their desirability. And it has all got a disadvantage also. A key disadvantage of utility based agent is that they require well defined utility function, which can be difficult to create in which situation, complex or dynamic environments. The accuracy and effectiveness of agents decisions depend on how well the utility function reflect the true value of different states and actions. If the utility function is poorly designed, the agent may make suboptimal decisions. The final type is the learning agents. The learning agents improve their performance over, so how they'll work means it will improve their performance over time by learning from experiences and adopting their behavior based on the feedback. They interact with their environment, collect data, and adjust their strategies to achieve better results. This continuous learning process enables them to handle new situations and refine their actions to become more efficient over time. If you're taking the human being, how they are learning? Continuously, they are learning by getting the feedback. And the characteristics of learning agents are it has got four key components of the characteristics. Learning element. First one is the learning element. This part improves the agent behavior by learning from past experiences. Next, performance element. It executes actions based on the learned strategies. Next, critic. It provides feedback on the agent's performance, helping it evaluate the effectiveness of its actions. Next, problem generator. It suggests exploratory actions that helps agents discover new strategies or improve existing ones. And the advantages are learning agents are adaptive and capable of improving in dynamic environments as they can continuously adjust their behavior based on the new environments. They are particularly useful in environments they are particularly useful in environments where conditions change over time or where the optimal strategy is not initially known. This adaptability allows them to perform better as they gain more experiences. And the disadvantage of this learning agent is learning agents require significant computational resources and large amount of data to learn effectively. The process of gathering experience, processing feedback, and adjusting behavior can be time consuming and resource intensive. Additionally, learning from data can be slow, especially in complex environments where exploration and evaluations are necessary. So, these are all some advantages and disadvantages. And this is the comparison table of the agents. We have seen these the five types: simple reflex agent, model based, goal based, utility based, and learning agents. And here we are distinguished, we have compared with these four parameters: memory, goal oriented, adaptability, and complexity. First, if you are taking the simple reflex agents, the simple reflex agents have no memory and are not goal oriented, making them less adaptable and simple in terms of complexity. Next, model-based reflex agents have memory, which allows them to track the environment states, but they are still not goal-oriented. Limiting their adaptability. Their complexity is medium because the need to maintain an internal state. And also, the goal-oriented based agents have memory. So next one is the goal-oriented, goal-based agents have memory and are goal-oriented, which allows them to adapt well to changing conditions. Their complexity is high due to the need for planning and decision making to achieve goals. Next, utility-based agents also have memory and are goal-oriented, but they evaluate actions based on the utility function, allowing for high adaptability. They are very complex due to the need to evaluate and balance multiple objectives. Next, learning agents. It has memory. Learning agents have memory, or it is goal oriented and are highly adaptable because they learn from experience. Their complexity is very high as they involve continuous learning and improvement requiring significant computational resources. So coming into the conclusion, AI agents vary significantly in complexity and suitability depending on the task and environment. Simple reflex agents are fast and efficient for straightforward tasks but lacks the flexibility